Project Zomboid is a pretty challenging game, but starting this series, I have realised it's nothing. The default game is nothing compared to sprinting zombies. This mode is an absolute game changer, and it genuinely feels like an entirely different game. And in this series, I'm going to try and survive for as long as possible in the brutal, unforgiving world of sprinting zombies. So zombie count is going to be left on normal, because putting it any higher would mean complete doom for me. I've actually heard from another YouTuber that sprinters on low population is actually harder than normal zombies on insane pop. So yeah. So for our character, he needs to be strong and he needs to be athletic if he's gonna stand a fighting chance against these Usain Bolt zombies. I'm actually going for the inconspicuous trait, which is not something I normally would go for, but I think it's gonna be huge for this playthrough. Then I just take some standard negative traits. Gonna go hearty appetite and high thirst to get some more points. Then finally I'm gonna get gymnast because the extra point in nimble is just so huge as it takes so long to level. Chase Jones. Chase is kind of a funny name for it to give us on this run. Okay, so here we are in an unassuming bungalow in Maldra. Is it just me, or does Maldra sound like the name of a dragon? Anyway, I have a loot around, find some food and a bunch of meat in the freezer, which I cook immediately. Find a water bottle straight away, which is super handy. And I find a pipe wrench as our first weapon. Not too bad. Find a gun, which I'm obviously not going to use as it would guarantee a swift death. And by the way, I'm going to be hardcore trying to survive in this series. No wandering around for no reason, for content. If I have resources to survive and I can stay hidden in a house, I will. Until I'm forced to go out and find more. I want to truly see how long I can survive. I take my meat and I head out the door. Spot a zombie on the road, and another one. One sees me and I use the fence to kill it. I hop the fence and immediately hop back over as another zombie zooms towards me. I struggle to kill it as another comes, making things a bit more tricky. But I managed to juggle them around and kill them too. I make it to the next house, but unfortunately it's one of those empty houses. That genuinely scared the living crap out of me when I was playing, because I was just feeling super tense already. I let him out before he makes too much noise. I check the house anyway, and luckily there's a bunch of food still and a can opener. I get into another house and find a zombie in there. There's another one in this room and I'm kind of scared to check in case I can't close it in time. I decide my best chance is to open the door and immediately push him. But when I opened it, he was on the floor for some reason. So I made that kind of easy. Find a bunch more food in here and decide that if I'm gonna survive long term, I need a base out in the woods like this one. So I head out cautiously towards the cabin in the woods. A zombie comes out of nowhere from behind me and nearly ends me. But Chase ain't going down that easy. We make it to our cabin, which we're going to be calling home for the next few weeks at least. I walk around the perimeter and check for any zombies lurking. Luckily there isn't any, and we force our way in. And it's a pretty decent place to survive. Got an oven and a sink and some storage space. But most importantly, it's far from town. There's even a couple cigarettes and some beers as a welcome gift for me. And now I'm just going to chill in this cabin for a while. Just eating and drinking and sleeping until we're forced to venture out again. But we don't have a lighter and not enough cigarettes. And Chase, he loves his ciggies. And he'd even risk a brutal, excruciating death just to feed his addiction. So we head to the nearby Rusty Rifle bar because I know they'll have what we need. Luckily there seems to be only one zombie in our way, which we take care of. Now to walk through these trees and pray there isn't a group right behind them. And it's clear, thank God for that. We make our way in and pretty much immediately find what we came for. I check the rest of the building, but there isn't much of value other than alcohol. Then I have a little look out the window and notice a nice shovel on the ground. A shovel with my name on it. There's a car down there, but those zombies are too close. But up by the shovel there's only two, which I should be fine with. I sneak up and get one's attention. Crush its head, and the other one is gone, which is a bit concerning. The zombie has a nice pair of desert boots, which I put on, and a pair of leather gloves as well. I find the other zombie as I approach his shovel, but it's my shovel now, bitch. Find some duct tape in the glove box, and more importantly, a duffel bag in the trunk, which is huge, just like my back garden. Jokes, I don't even have a back garden. But I do, But I do have a big joke. Before leaving the area, I notice a little campsite, and my curiosity gets the better of me. I find some ham and some beer, which is very nice, but I'm rudely interrupted. I'm just all casually talking about it now, but while I was playing I was in dead silence, 4 inches from my screen, with my eyes wide open, scanning for any zombies like some zombie detecting robot. The storm was getting really bad, and it was about time we got back to our nice dry cabin. The zombies had moved away from the car, giving us a chance to loot it, but unfortunately there wasn't much in the trunk, and the door was locked, and smashing the window would attract all those zombies. Would be cool if you could time the noise you make with the sound of the thunder and prevent the zombies from hearing it. There's an idea for you developers. We head back into the woods and back to our cabin. And now that we have enough supplies, I'm just going to be surviving in here, eating sandwiches and smoking until we need to head out again, just like you would in real life, because no one wants to die. I work out a bit as well to keep our strength up, but boredom was quickly becoming an issue, and we were very quickly running out of the few sources of entertainment we had. But Chase did have his hobby of foraging to keep him occupied. We look around, we find twigs on the ground, and get this, we pick them up. Oh my god, can you believe that? Picking up twigs off the ground for fun, it doesn't get any better than that. After about a week of this, we start running low on supplies and head towards the nearby railway yard. But we're stopped by the terrifying sound of the helicopter event, and we immediately bolt back inside. Thank God I was still close to the cabin. The last thing I need is 100 sprinting zombies coming to my cabin, so I have a few cans of beer instead and hide in the designating hiding corner. We go the next day instead, and it's foggy as hell. Get to the entrance and there's only one guarding it. Find a truck and decide to take the bit of gas just in case. In a van nearby, find 40 cigarettes, which is big, considering our guy only smokes like 2 cigs a day. He's not a proper smoker, he's more like a 14-year-old kid posing as a smoker. If you're one of those people, I'm calling you out. Smoke 40 a day or you're a bitch. Nah, I'm kidding. Don't smoke at all, you will die. And this channel is about surviving, not dying. A few zombies start heading in our direction for some reason. I prepare my shovel in anticipation. It's starting to look a bit sketchy. There's 2. And 3. And we should be able to get around the other 2. Finally find a digital watch so we can properly track how many days it's been. We head up towards one of these pyramid looking things. We gain a light-footed level and it makes a ton of noise and gets us killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Imagine if the level up sound was real and you had to be careful where you leveled up. That would be a funny mod. Chase gets scared as he approaches the pyramid, as he thinks the Illuminati is in there. But in actuality, there's just more zombies. We make our way to the front, and a zombie wakes up. Now to edge our way around this corner, and hope there's no zombies right there. Okay, first step down. Now to make it to the entrance without attracting those zombies. And finally, let's hope there's none around this corner. Okay, nice, it's clear. At this point, I didn't realize those zombies I saw in the pyramid earlier were trapped. I thought they were just in this room, so I'm kind of bricking it going in here. Don't see any, so I search these containers and head deeper in. Find a crowbar, which becomes my main weapon immediately. And then I find another crowbar, which is so good. I even find an axe and a saw, which will allow me to maybe do some construction back at the base. Seen enough action for one day and make my way back, following in my earlier footsteps to avoid more zombies. Chase Jones has survived for 8 days so far in the sprinting zombies apocalypse. But upon returning, although I found a bunch of super good stuff, I didn't actually find any food. So the next day I'm forced to head out again to some nearby trailers in search of food. On the way I'm ambushed in the woods. This has to be the scariest horror game out there. when there's sprinters anyway, because the stakes are so high, you just really don't want to die, so it just makes it terrifying. I hear another zombie nearby, so I approach with caution. But it was actually behind me, and that was a really close call. I'm close to the trailers, and I just need to get through this patch of trees. I give a little whisper to lure one to me. Killing that one attracts another. With those out of the way, I'm able to get to the trailer. I make it inside, and there's some food, but not a lot. So I need to go to another one after. And in this one I find a ton of food. I'm so desperate for entertainment that I even destroy furniture to get to a TV magazine, which I read immediately, even though I have no boredom or stress. I'm severely depressed. I don't know why I did that, it was a complete waste. Satisfied with my haul, I head back. Somehow I'm still alive, without even a scratch, and I make it back safely. But how long can I keep this up? Can I make it 100 days? Or is my luck gonna run out soon? That's the end of this episode. If you're enjoying this and you're excited for the series, let me know in the comments and leave a like. If you're new, stick around by subscribing, and I'll see you in the next episode.